This is weird.
Intro, please.
Hello and welcome back to Tell's podcast.
You're going to be looking at the camera? You're supposed to be looking at
On
me.
video.
This is a conversation.
I'm freaking out.
Don't freak out.
Okay, so I'm not going to look at the camera.
Right. Nothing to see here. Just this handsomeness over here.
Hello, Andrew Nemi.
Hi.
Let's see. Let's check our levels. So we'll have to address the people first, no? So we've got these like cheaper mics, so hopefully they do the jobs.
I'm sure there will be technical difficulties, as there always is when you're first starting a project or you make some big changes. And this is very big changes. We're no longer in the closet. We're on the couch now, holding handheld microphones with a camera. That's a lot to change in one show.
Somebody said we should do video of the podcast. And then somebody else replied, but then they'd have to get dressed to do it.
That's true.
We don't know what they look like when they record in the closet.
I just got out of the shower, which is now a necessity before podcasting. Videocasting. I think that's what it's called. Videocasting.
Is this what it's called?
Well, if you're watching on YouTube, then yeah. If you're listening on Spotify, no.
Of course not.
or not Spotify. We're not even on Spotify, are we?
No, because we host our own podcast, and so yeah, it's a long.
The point is, if you're listening, we do have video now on YouTube on the Andrew and Boosie channel. Just search Andrew and Boosie on YouTube and you'll find us. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I have in fact showered, got dressed, and we are sitting here on the living room couch.
I showered
lounging.
earlier, and I am dressed. What are you wearing?
Yeah.
You're going to describe to the non-watchers what you're wearing?
I'm wearing the new Favorable Pocket Tee, available now at favorableapparel.com.
Nice plug.
And you look lovely. You did your hair. How's hair life?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
This is the longest my hair's been in close to 10 years, I'm sure, right? Maybe 8 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how much effort it was. I knew why I cut my hair because of all the effort, but I'd forgotten how much effort hair is.
Yeah. So when I first met you, you had a ponytail.
That's how you describe my hair. I had a ponytail.
Yeah, you did. How else would I describe it?
You had longer hair?
Sure, but you wore it as a ponytail always.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that lasted only for what, like a year maybe?
Maybe.
Of
year and a half.
Of our dating. And since then you've always had short hair. But yeah, this is the longest it's been since ponytail days. So female, black woman, that was a little redundant since female and woman are the same descriptor. But life dealing with hair in America, your thoughts?
Well, I had a lady come over to braid my hair, and it was the worst experience. Like, worst braids I've ever had. Like, I didn't know you could screw up cornrows, but
ouch.
Somehow she managed to. And poor lady was sick too during the process. It was just a hot mess.
She was literally sick.
Yeah.
Got sick.
She ate McDonald's, and McDonald's did not agree with her and said her body was like, I reject you, McDonald's.
Damn.
And yeah.
That's rough. So she came here after eating terrible McDonald's and then did your hair terribly and then left just before finishing?
Well, she finished.
Okay.
But it was really so bad. I thought I could fix it, but it would have taken me too many hours, and, it's just sunken cost.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's why I'm wearing my mini fro, and I kind of dig it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cute.
So, yeah, it's a lot in hair. It's weird, but it's better when I have no hair, because it's like one less thing to think about. But it's also quite fun because you can have so many different hairstyles.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a new relationship now. It's great.
Again?
Yeah.
You said that about my braids.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting. just out there, dating.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how you let little things take up so much space, right? Because I had to like find somebody to braid my hair and then go to the beauty supply store, which is amazing.
Yeah.
There are so many products. And I was like, Jesus, this is what's happened in 10 years. But it's like something that hasn't taken up any space in my brain for, 8 years. So
I don't know about women, but I feel like kids these days, as far as dudes, it's just like sloppy and like they don't care. I mean, not all of them. A lot of dudes, they go to like the barbershop and it's all like, styled and manscaped or whatever however you would describe it. But like, there's also like a lot of kids, I feel like it's just all over the place.
I think somebody spoke about that. I can't remember if it was like a podcast or a magazine article. They were saying that that generation, I don't even know what generation it is, Z?
I have no idea.
But it's track. Like a rebellion against Generation X. What are we? Y? Millennials are Y,
I think I'm X. I'm sort of like no man's land, but I think I'm mostly X.
And I'm Y.
You're probably Y. You're probably too old to be a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you can't be Y and a millennial, can you?
I thought millennial and Y is the same thing, no?
I didn't think so.
Oh,
but
okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay. Anyway, they are rejecting the whole suit and tie look.
Sure.
And that's why they are running around unkempt, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the idea anyway. But
I mean, I'm kind of jealous, like I don't know if I have it in me to just let it go free and wild and stuff.
You did for like 2 years.
That's true.
You wore that.
I did it before they did.
Long bucket haircut.
You set me up for failure with that one.
I'm sorry.
There's some pictures out there, you guys, that hopefully do not see the light of day, but Boosie might hold them against me one day and post them online.
We went to Corduroy earlier this week to go.
That's corduroy for us Americans.
The bar Corduroy to shoot some apparel, and the bouncer didn't believe that you were the same person because he looked at your ID and then looked at you and then looked at your ID again because you had that like super long hair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's not even the worst of it. My driver's license is not even like close to the worst of it.
When was the worst?
No, remember like it was way longer than that. Remember?
Really?
It was like super shaggy. Yeah. Is this recording? Hopefully we're all recording everything.
It looks like it's recording.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Yeah, we will find out.
30 minutes later. We're going to keep this on the short side because...
Yeah, we want to make sure that the audio is good. Do we just talk to ourselves like we did in the closet?
We're supposed to just talk to ourselves.
And not talk to the audience?
I feel like I'm like presenting when I have this microphone though.
I know. I was trying to get a lav, but the thing is you can't use a lav because you don't have buttons.
Right.
The lav is supposed to be about 8 inches away from your...
Really?
So here is too close because you have your chin blocking it.
That's
so you
right.
have to have it lower.
Maybe that's
so there's
what I've been doing
probably
wrong.
nothing wrong with your lav. It's just like placement problem. Been watching a lot of YouTube.
Tech support here. I appreciate you.
I know. I was just thinking about that. I was tinkering with all these like gadgets, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I do know what I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Like you're the end product?
Yeah, like I know what I want to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't have a clue how.
Well, I don't know either. I don't know what I want to do with my life or how to get there.
No, we're not going back to the crisis right now. It is World Series, so you need to stay focused.
That's right. Yes. I have been mostly focused.
How's your series coming along?
Slowly.
Yeah.
Quite slowly. Yeah.
What does slowly mean?
Well, just like my personal results. And honestly, I feel like the cash games have been so this year. The Bellagio 510, which is my usual location to set up shop, both like especially during the World Series. I feel like last year I did really well there. This year, a lot of grinders in town.
Do you think there's just more people, or people have gotten better?
More professionals, you mean?
Yeah, and yeah, more professionals, or people just improve their games.
Probably both. I mean, I think the game will always just continue to get tougher, since there's information out there, and it'll slowly trickle down more valuable information. And just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe everyone's just kind of setting up shop there too. They've been watching some poker vlogs and seeing that if this Andrew guy can be a winning player, I am going to get rich. So it's been mostly break even for me so far.
Break even?
Yeah.
Damn.
Which could be worse.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of people that are, they've fired a bunch of money into the tournaments and have no results to show for it yet. So could definitely be worse.
I guess, but break even is not good enough.
Oh no. You're panicking? Are you going to leave me?
Why? It's your problem. Not mine.
Okay. You're just worried for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shame.
Thanks.
Shame.
That's good. But I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to find some results eventually. I've also been just running into a lot of tough spots, like in big pots, and that's that sort of variance when you're just running into either really good strong hands or just really tough spots and you're not exactly sure what to do, and you end up erring on the side that is not the best side, that can make a big difference.
Do you think that dampens your enthusiasm for the series?
Sure. Yeah. I think that's pretty natural. I mean,
so you see my analogy of the Kenyan runner. What's
that?
Don't go out the gate blazing, start out slowly. So it's probably going to be a really great summer for you.
But it's not like I'm starting out slowly by choice, because I've been out there, moving around a lot and playing a decent amount. I did take one day off that I'm kind of proud of myself for doing.
Yeah, but it all balances out, no?
What, variance?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why I mean, I'm not, panicked about it. I'm sure I'll have some results eventually and find myself in some good games and some really good spots will fall my way. But so far, nothing to report. Fired 2 barrels into the Big 50 tournament. I can't remember if that happened.
That was 2.
Did we already talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
There's just so many people in town. It's crazy. I don't know if it'll slow down now that we're past the Big 50 rush. That tournament is a wrap. So we might see a little bit of slowdown after that, relatively, but just crazy wait lists all over town still. And it's good to see. Live poker is definitely alive and well.
Live poker is alive.
Live poker is alive, yeah. So you're going to get out there and come hang out and join us and fire some bullets?
Yeah, I'm going to fire in the ladies event and then definitely the main event.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I'll be selling action on stakekings.com. So
don't go there. This is not sponsored by Stake Kings, and
it's not supposed to be. It's not sponsored by Stake Kings, no. Everybody uses it, no.
No, you have to get approval to post on there.
Oh, so hey, Stake Kings, sponsor me.
How do you
approve me?
How do you feel about my WSOP so far? Not my results, but your observations.
You look very stressed.
I do?
Yeah, you look very stressed. You wake up, you look tired all the time.
True, mostly true.
But yeah, you just look very, maybe not stressed, but very focused.
Okay.
On your wake up, maybe workout, grind. That's just what is the thing that they used to say in Jersey Shore? GTL?
Gym tan laundry.
Yeah, you're on that 3 gym tan laundry.
Yeah, I've only been in the gym once though, so that's pretty bad.
Okay, so you're just on the laundry?
Yeah, I haven't been tanning. And getting no tan in the Rio pavilion room.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's good. It's nice to see, and you're not distracting me too. I've been much more productive.
That's true.
With your WSOP going, and I'm doing my own thing and a lot more productive, getting stuff that I put on the back burner for a while. So that's always good.
Mm-hmm. Seems like you've been pretty productive.
Yeah,
cranked out some new merch. This is somewhat new, but there's also some new designs, t-shirts and hats, and we got a pop-up shop that's announced.
Come to our pop-up shop. Andrew's going to be there behind the cash register. The cell phone cash. What do you think you're going to be doing?
I thought it was going to be like socializing and having some drinks while people are just buying all my merch.
I don't think so.
No?
How are you exactly going to sell this merch?
I thought we would hire someone for minimum wage or maybe an intern.
Anybody want to intern for the pop-up shop? Come and run the cell phone POS system.
That's right. Let us know. Reach out at hello@tellspodcast.com if you need an internship for one night for 4 hours.
Yeah, come on over. We'll buy you a beer.
There could be future opportunities in this organization.
Your internship will end with a beer. Like that will be part of your salary.
Yeah.
For the night.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you need to man the register, sir.
I don't know about that.
Merch is on that. Your name is on that merch.
I don't know about that.
Let's see.
Is my name on the merch?
Your name is on that merch. Okay. What else do we have to talk about? Let's keep the people entertained and, like short.
Okay.
Who's editing the video part? You?
You're doing everything.
WTF.
What do you think?
You?
No.
Run it up?
No.
I think
what else do you want to talk about?
Do we have any listener feedback? I think we do, actually.
Somebody at the poker table sent me a DM over Twitter while we were playing, and they said, I got to know what's the over-under, or how many times per session do you regret starting the vlog because people talk your ear off? Like fans or vlog watchers, they talk to you at the table.
Yeah.
I said 0 times. I said at least everyone's like really friendly. And it can be a little bit distracting, but it's all good, right? It's not like, I wouldn't say it's annoying or anything.
Joe Rogan's wife apparently said that she used to think it was cool, but she no longer thinks it's cool.
That he gets approached all the time?
She says that people don't always think of the context.
Right.
Like he might be feeding his daughter, or the daughter's like having a temper tantrum, and they just like come up and want a photo.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
People, I think, are mostly over hesitant. I get a lot of messages from people saying, I saw you at the Bellagio, but I didn't want to bother you, like while you were grinding. So I think for the most part, people are pretty considerate. And the only thing that like bothers me is when someone doesn't say anything and just like sticks a camera in front of me and they like stand behind me and take a photo without saying a word.
What?
That's happened a couple times.
And then they just walk away?
Well, they might say something afterwards. They'll say like, hey, big fan or something like that.
That's weird.
But yeah, without even like...
They don't talk to you first.
Right.
Yeah, I guess what she said was that she used to think that was just like part of the...
job?
Part of the package, right? That's just what you got. And never thought anything of it. But then when you have somebody just... like you said, just stick a camera in your face without even acknowledging you as a human.
I don't mind if like someone, I've seen like a bunch of people here and there like take a photo like from
far away,
either across the table or the other side of the room or something like that. I think that's pretty funny. I'll wave sometimes at the camera. But yeah, when they like just come up behind me and stick the camera.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like when you have the hots for somebody where your brain doesn't work.
Okay.
But I don't think it's an excuse, right? Like I think you should take a breath and think about what you're about to do. But people maybe think that their chance is going to be gone.
Yeah. Sometimes people say like, I would be really mad at myself if I didn't come up and say hi or something like that, Yeah,
but that's one thing. Like they've actually like taken a moment to think about it. And not just act.
Right.
So. Yeah,
for the most part, like people are just like super friendly. They feel bad for like interrupting me or whatever. And everyone's pretty awesome. Like 99.8%.
You're a celebrity?
Like Y list.
So Richard wrote to us and he said, Andrew and Boosie, thanks for all the great content and your willingness to put yourselves out there on these multiple social media platforms. I'm in the middle of listening to your latest podcast and I thought I might share a resource for you and Andrew to reach out to regarding the removal of gambling related videos from YouTube. What happened to that, by the way?
Well, I actually heard from somebody at YouTube, which was rare and pretty cool. So a bunch of videos got taken down. We talked about this in the last week's podcast, that were linking to online poker sites, specifically just PokerStars. Yeah, that was the only one that they must have like done a search for or told the bots to search for, however it works. So somebody in poker put me in touch with someone at YouTube Gaming, and he said he was like very apologetic about it and said that they definitely were a little bit heavy-handed with it all and they should have given us a chance to just remove the links, and that they would be reinstating a bunch of the videos and removing strikes. I didn't get any strikes on my channel. I got a warning, which is the step before you get a strike, and if you get too many strikes, they take down your entire channel. So that's really bad. But
what did the warning say?
The warning says you violated community guidelines and don't do it again or else you'll get a strike. If you get 3 strikes.
I'm going to violate so many community guidelines on this channel.
On this channel?
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
That'll be like the thing. You'll just be like always teetering between getting your channel taken down or not.
Yep.
Okay, that'll be exciting. So anyway, it's good to hear from him. He said he would be like getting back to us, or YouTube would be reaching out to us and making some statements or clarifications on, you know, what's allowed and what isn't and everything in the coming days. But I don't know how far out the coming days are, and we haven't heard anything yet. It kind of sounded like it would have been like this past week, but nothing else has happened.
So do you feel better about it? Because you're pretty stressed.
Yeah, well, I feel a little better about it because it's not like just a blanket ban on poker content. He seems, in the email that I got from the fellow at YouTube, it seemed to be no linking to the sites. But I wonder, I still have a big question about, what about like live streaming online poker like a lot of people do on Twitch? Can we do that on YouTube?
Well, I guess you have to ask the question now, right?
Yeah.
But it's also like if you ask, sometimes then you bring up things that people haven't even thought about. I mean, I'm sure they've thought about it. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're a kid and you ask your parents something, and then now you're putting yourself in trouble before you even...
You're like, can I play with these matches in the backyard?
Right.
And
like if you just played with the matches, then you would be told no afterwards. But if you...
Right. Well, it's so
if you bring it up, then they're like, we hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, I've talked a lot about how my approach to things with the blog was always to like, just go ahead and do your idea and then ask for forgiveness later. But like, with YouTube, you know, if they take down the entire source of if they take down the entire outlet of your material, then it's pretty tough to ask for forgiveness, especially because it's so hard to reach people over there. Whereas like if the ARIA banned me from playing poker there's still a ton of other options for poker, worst case scenario. And also I could probably get in touch with someone and have a conversation with them a lot easier. You know?
Please don't get yourself banned at the ARIA.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, they told me not to, and I said, all right, I guess so. And onward we go. But, you know, it's a little bit tougher to, you sort of like need to ask if you're in danger of having the entire channel yanked down.
Jesus. Very strong word.
Yeah.
Danger. Okay. So I'll send you Richard's email.
Okay. Thanks,
about
Richard.
that. But Richard also had the guess. Huh? Remember, we asked people to guess Nobody guessed.
Oh.
I'm getting a little bit tired of doing these things and asking you questions and you don't even respond.
Uh-oh. Some anger developing between host and audience.
That is a total joke. I mean, I'm sure people are really busy with World Series.
Podcasting is generally, just by nature, a very sort of passive medium. And you even called it the most respectful medium. Is that what you said?
Yeah. It's like the most unintrusive medium, because you're like, yeah.
So you're taking it like to the total other end by not only asking them to pay attention, like their full attention while they are consuming this content, but also take action after they're done with it.
It's not me, it's you. Did you not? I did ask.
It's me too. But I'm not angry black woman like you are right now.
Hey. That's not cool.
No.
No, like you can't say that in a joking fashion.
Oh, really?
No, because a lot of times that's the thing. Like people walk around
I'd say that
looking at, no, listen,
okay.
Now I'm getting angry.
Okay.
People walk around thinking that black women are angry.
Mm-hmm. Can't I use angry black woman because sometimes you are angry and you are a black woman?
But do you ever hear people saying angry white woman?
No, they say, what do they say? Like Karen calling 911 from the park for people barbecuing in the park.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's not like a meme. No, it just keeps perpetuating the stereotype that black women are angry. And I can be angry, but so can everybody else. So it's not wrong for me to be angry.
Mm-hmm.
So don't label me
Okay.
because I'll cut you.
Okay. This is a very not angry black woman right here. Right?
There's nothing wrong with being angry. I don't think you're listening to me.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am listening
You're trying
to you.
to diffuse the situation now and like move on. But I think it's a good conversation to have.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that everybody else is angry. White men walk around. Have you seen them in the poker room?
It's partially your fault, so you have to take partial blame for this, though.
What?
For this angry black woman phrase, the fact that I used it because you taught it to me.
I didn't say use it.
I didn't. Okay, I didn't
Do you know
that.
what I mean?
I didn't know that. There must be a list then of things that you use that I cannot use. If there's more than one, there's multiple.
All I'm saying, it doesn't matter. Like, I think the phrase is not the problem. The way angry black woman is used is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody gets angry. Why do you have to call out that a black woman is angry?
I agree.
There's no, oh, look at that angry white woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that angry white man. Oh, look at that angry Indian woman.
Yeah, I think that makes
angry black woman.
I think that makes a lot of sense. That there's no reason to specify the anger of a black woman being different from any other human. Right.
I don't know all the
Every
societal like rights and wrongs, but as a black woman, I can't say, haha, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know the connotation that comes along with that.
Okay. Well, you have to accept.
And you can't just say blame you.
You have to accept some responsibility for not teaching your man sooner than this moment on this podcast, videocast.
That's another thing that you bring up.
What's that?
It is not my responsibility as a black woman to teach you anything.
I know.
It's not my responsibility to teach you how to behave.
Okay. I agree.
So, yeah.
We are going to a wedding. So it's the first time in WSOP history for me that I'm leaving town, I think.
Is that true?
I don't remember ever leaving town during the World Series poker.
You sure? Not even to go to LA?
Pretty sure not.
How many World Series of pokers have you played?
This is probably my 10th.
10th.
Think so.
So first time in 10 years that you are leaving mid-World Series. Why?
Why is this the first time?
Yeah.
Just because it's nice to not have to travel to go to a poker event or have the action to go search for it. And there's just so many games and people here that I feel like, I also think I've also felt like it's my responsibility to be here as a professional poker player during this time.
It's a bizarre responsibility, no?
I didn't say it was rational.
How do you figure it's your responsibility to be here?
Just because it's the biggest poker event on the calendar with the most people, and it's also in my backyard, which means I sort of have an advantage. There's a lot of people that are staying in hotels and out of their rhythm and stuff, and I'm here at home, and this is my backyard, and it should be easy for me. So yeah, we're going to a wedding.
We're going to a wedding. Who's getting married?
Nina and James.
Just Nina getting married to herself.
Nina, James, and Klaus.
The Klaus is involved in the wedding too?
Yes, he's the dog. We'll probably get to meet him. I'm sure he'll be there.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's the only reason I'm going.
Maybe.
He'll probably be like the ring bearer or something. I'm sure they'll have something figured out.
I don't think he's in the wedding.
Something cute will happen.
I don't think he's in the wedding.
So yeah, we'll be going there. We're taking some time off from the World Series. We're going for like 5 days, right? Thursday to Tuesday. So that'll be interesting to see how that feels to be away from the World Series for that decent stretch of time.
Do you think you'll come back stronger?
Better? Probably. Yeah, I think it'll be good. It should be pretty fun because weddings are always fun. I'm in the wedding. Good buddy of mine, James, sending him off to married land.
What happens in the men's quarters of the groomsmen? What is it? What happens in the groom's quarters?
Nothing, I don't think.
Do you just sit around?
Yeah. Because sometimes there's like photos being taken beforehand. So there's like some waiting around for that.
What are you going to do while you wait around? Answer your DMs?
Probably. Make some stories, make some content, have a couple drinks probably. But yeah, we get to go home to see my parents, flying in and out of Detroit. And then back here for more Tells podcast.
When does the main event for the World Series of Poker begin, sir?
It begins on a date that I do not know the answer to.
So much for this professional poker player who's got so much advantage about poker being in his backyard.
I believe it's somewhere around the 4th of July. I want to say like the 3rd is the date. I can look it up. I have it saved right here. The 2nd. No, that's not right. The 3rd, just as I said.
The 3rd of July begins the world's main event.
The main event, yeah.
So how many people do you think
we'll get?
No. How many people? We're still asking the question. We asked the question last week. How many people come to Vegas? Richard has a guess.
He has a guess or the answer?
A guess.
So how many people come to Vegas for the World Series throughout its entirety? Well, you did this last week.
Right.
Where I made a terrible guess.
700,000.
Right.
His title was maybe not quite 700,000.
All right.
He says 80,000, maybe smaller, because factoring in that people buy in again, like multiple tournaments and stuff. And sometimes people leave and come back. Like if you live in LA, it's probably cheaper if you have a place there to just come back.
However.
Wait.
Okay.
And the article, 2018 WSOP bigger than ever, says the total number of entries at the series were 23,865.
Sure. So yeah, a lot of those are repeats. Probably like, I don't know how many percentage of those would be repeats. Probably a good number of them.
I know, but I wonder if they don't do unique entries. They couldn't possibly because the poker world is not that big.
They
right?
would say if it was, because that's a press release. That's not even an article. This is a press release.
Right, but what do you mean? Like they would say if they were unique entries?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why it's just entries.
Right.
So I think the 100,000 below is probably right. But like, because we'll probably have more, like kids, spouses.
That's what I'm saying.
But not 700,000.
Well, what do you think the average number of people are that come with each person who enters? 2? 1?
1.
Point, 0.8?
No, I don't think. Most people come by themselves. And we're not counting poker player to poker player here. Because if you are...
It's like 600,000.
Okay. Is that all we have time for?
Probably, yeah. Let's wrap it up.
What do you think of this? Should we come and talk to the people? Sit up. Come and sit up.
Okay. Okay.
So we did it. We don't know how it worked. Good luck to us and the editing team.
Good luck to you. Okay. Let us know what you think. This will be, you'll already know that you're watching this on the second channel. When are we going to have another date and record it?
This is one of the reasons I didn't want to start the second channel right before World Series, because it's a lot to ask for you to like try and make a date.
Yeah.
And I like to go out weekends versus on a Tuesday night.
Sure. But you had some ideas for things that we could do, so we should just do them.
Like what?
Like quick dates.
Well, in order to do a quick date, somebody needs to get to dinner break. Just say.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, we don't have to play a tournament to go on a date break. So.
But you don't usually want to take a break when you're playing cash.
Okay, well, if it's for work.
Super focused.
If it's for work reasons, such as the second channel.
The second channel's work?
Yes. What do you think?
Fun.
It can be fun, but it's work. All right. Maybe there'll be another date vid very soon. Hopefully, if Boosie can get her shit together and figure it out.
If Andrew can get to dinner break, so we can actually do a dinner break date.
Okay. Don't expect any dates anytime soon then.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Hope you're listening.
And thanks for listening to Tals. Please write to us. hello@talspodcast.com. What? Is that right?
Yeah.
hello@talspodcast.com. And we'd like to hear from you. How is your World Series of Poker going? Are you going fast? Are you going slow?
Are you envious that you're not here? Are you sick of it while you are here?
It's still early to be sick of it, no?
Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Are you rich? Did you win a bracelet? Let us know. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.